there is one business above all others that I think is immune amongst big tech from any sort of real long-term issues, and that's Microsoft. And I think David expressed the reason well, is that it's an enterprise business now. Politicians generally don't tend to care about enterprise businesses. They have enormous longitudinal growth in front of them, and they're able to do things on the margins, specifically around M&A, to keep building their business with very little oversight. And we saw this because they had the courage to do this Activision deal. If you could imagine, again, no other company in big tech could even dare try to do a $70 billion acquisition because of the scrutiny.
In this climate, it was a bold move, yes. Yeah.
I think it's not a bold move. I actually think it says the obvious, which is Microsoft is beyond the level of regulatory scrutiny that the rest of big tech actually has because they are consumer businesses. The second safest company is Google. And the reason is that Google has the best of both worlds. They're both a platform because of Android, but then where they are at risk of being an app, they have an incredible deal with Apple that blunts that effect. And so when Apple talks about all their push to privacy, you still have this very specific relationship, and Facebook called it out in their earnings release. They said, we believe that Google has preferential treatment relative to the rest of the internet in that Apple deal because they pay Apple $15 or $20 billion a year.
And for people who don't know, that's for search. The default search on your iPhone goes to Google. Google pays $15 billion to Apple. Right. And the accusation, explain the accusation there of why that would give them preferential, in case people don't connect the dots.
Well, if you're paying somebody $15 or $20 billion a year, they're less likely to do bad things to you. They may do bad things to other people, but they're not going to do as many bad things to you.
Did you believe that?
Yeah.
That allegation from Zuck, yeah.
Well, no, I don't believe the allegation, but I think that general that general thing is true. Like, you're not going to screw over your partners. You're going to screw over other people before you screw over your partners.
Got it.
Whether this applies here, it'll have to be borne out in some kind of lawsuit or state AGs or blah, blah, blah. But anyways, I think the point is that every other company has a lot more headwinds than Microsoft and Google in big tech.